I love you with all that I am. I need you not to understand. Trying is the only way. I told you I cannot be saved. I'm waking up, I can feel it all. I'm waking up, can I breathe? Can I love for you? 'Cause I know that you want me to. You know me, you know what I've done. You told me, sleep, beautiful one. If only the moonlight shone, you'd hold me till my heart was numb. I'm waking up, can I feel it all? I'm waking up, can I breathe? Can I love for you? 'Cause I know that you want me to. And I know that you want me to. Letting me burn, letting me burn. I'm waking up. Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Tess Posner. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, that was just such a hauntingly beautiful song called Waking Up by MJ Cole and Freya Ridings. I love that one. Thanks so much for joining. I'm here in the very rainy Northern California, and I'd love to hear where you all are tuning in from. If you could let me know in the comments, check it out. Where are you from? Awesome. Fairfax, Virginia. Hi, John. Hi, Martin. Hey, Nelson. Hey, Jeremiah. So awesome to have you guys here. Thank you so much for joining. It's awesome to see you. Oregon, awesome. I'm doing well, Jeremiah. Thank you so much. I'm really loving this rain. We're in a super drought in California, but so this feels really, really good. Just bring it on. And it's also very peaceful and relaxing, so I'm really loving that. So this next song that I wanted to share with you all tonight is one that means a lot to me. It's really about someone that I lost about 2 years ago. And we had a complicated relationship. So afterwards, a lot of my processing was about what I wish that I had said. And all the things, you know, good and bad, but just being real and authentic, and how I didn't get the chance to do that before it was too late. So this song is called Say It. Hey, 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 Queen of the sky, your crown was made of clouds, you got everyone high. Then the rain came, your face lost all of its grace, full of blame and shame. Never found the right words, I never found the right time, I never found the right words, I never found the right time. Say it, Saying, saying, didn't wanna stay. Your dark eyes, about to cry, couldn't turn away. I thought I'd write, tell you everything no one would say, and make it right, and make it right. Never found the right words, I never found the right time, I never found the right words, I never found the right time. Say it, say it, hey, 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 hey. Say it, say it, hey, 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 hey. These things in my head unsaid, I can't forget, I can't forget. Say it, hey, hey, hey. Say it, hey, hey, hey. Say it, hey, hey, hey. Say it, hey, 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 hey. That was my song Say It, came out in 2020, which feels like, was it 2020? Yeah, really long time ago. Time is a weird thing. Thank you all so much for being here. It's great to see you. Let's see who we've got in the chat. Oh, thank you so much, Dayton, Ohio. Hi, Jim. Hi, Ed. Marie, so great to see you here. Martin, Nicholas, awesome to have you guys here. Thank you so much for being here. So this next song is one of my favorites of all time, I would say, which is kind of a hard, thing to say because I have so many favorite songs. But this one just keeps coming back to me. It's so haunting and beautiful and just atmospheric, and I love playing it, I love singing it. But I'm wondering, I'd love to hear from you, like, what are your favorite songs of all time? I know that's a really difficult question, but I'm super curious, maybe if you could just say like one of your top 3, because it's really those songs that have like changed our lives and that we keep coming back to, that just show the incredible power of music and how it can transform us. So yeah, I'd love to hear what your favorite songs are. Oh, thank you, John. I'm glad you liked Say It. Yeah, it was one of my favorite songs to work on as well. Thank you, Jeremiah. Thank you so much, Marie. Hi. Yeah, let me know your favorite songs. Well, maybe I'll check after you hear what mine is. Love, love is a verb, love is a do word, fearless on my breath, We're stumbling in the dark. Love that line. So beautiful and sad. So yeah, that's one of my favorite songs. Love it. Thank you, Marie. Yeah, so this song is by Massive Attack called Teardrop. I think it came out maybe 10 years ago. It's kind of old, but totally sticks with me. Let's see what some of your favorite songs are. Help, I'm Alive by Metric. Oh, cool, I've never heard that one. Rihanna's cover of Tempe Impala's Same Old Mistakes. Oh, very cool. Lazy Eye by Silver Sun Pickups. Oh, very cool, Marie, thank you. Oh, cool, John, that's awesome that you just discovered this song a few years ago. That's awesome. For the house theme, I didn't know that. Wow. I know, top 3. Oh, thank you so much, Ed. That's just wonderful to know that my song Paper Walls spoke to you in that way. I think that's totally why I write music. Thank you so much, everybody. It's wonderful. Thank you. So this next song, and I'm going to do a bit of a deconstruction of the lyrics for you. And I'm going to try to share my screen so you can actually read along. But this song is probably one of my favorites that I've worked on so far. It's called New Angels. I know a lot of you might know it. It came out a couple years ago, and it was written about a painting, a murder, and a philosopher. And so that's an interesting combination of things, but the reason why I wrote it is because in the Bay Area, San Francisco, where I live, we were experiencing a lot of different things happening at the same time that were just very intense. And one of them was a murder that I witnessed, which was very traumatic and dark moment. And it also wasn't covered by the news, and it was just this whole thing that made me think about, how these things happen and we can move on. And at the same time, we're also experiencing these really bad fires in Northern California, and it felt very apocalyptic. So this song, the name New Angels, is actually about a painting called Angelus Novus that's by Paul Klee. He painted it in 1920. The painting itself, if you Google it, is interesting. It's not what you'd think of when you hear that, but what I actually was struck by was this interpretation of the painting, which was about by a philosopher, Walter Benjamin, who talked about how the painting represented this angel that's looking at the past and is looking at all the tragedy, war, the countless things that have happened in history, and thinking like, how can we have progress with all of this pain and tragedy in the past? And I feel like that's such a profound sentiment, because it can feel really hard to move forward when we see everything that's happening around us. And honestly, it's so relevant today as we're in a war and still in a pandemic and all the things going on. So this song, New Angels, is really about what is that other way? How do we have hope despite everything going on? And what I've come to believe is that it's really about how we ourselves cultivate hope and how we bring that forward. Because if we don't do that, then we might just be victims of the past. So that's why I wrote this song, and I'm excited to share it with you if you haven't heard it, and then I'll talk more about the lyrics and the different stories that led to it. Broken lights and concrete squares, hurried bodies everywhere, ash snow from a lone man's fire, trying to thaw the world's ire, but hearts are bound to barbed wire, hearts are bound to barbed wire. South 580 highway, pine cemeteries, charred cafes, around homes warming every day. We're caught up in shadow play, our hearts are bound by wire, hearts are bound by wire. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. There's another way where new angels play. Driving on 3rd Avenue, wild wailing bullets flew. I saw life stolen by who never even made the news, 'cause hearts are bound and barbed wire, hearts are bound and barbed wire. I swallowed the world's screams, I tried to turn them into dreams. They flowed into my bloodstream, tore holes in my sunbeams. My heart was bound by wire, heart was bound by wire. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. There's another way where new angels play. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. There's another way where new angels play. Yeah, that was my song, New Angels. And I am going to try to share my screen and see if I can share the lyrics with you. So give me one moment. Okay, hopefully you can see that. So the first part is broken lights and concrete squares, hurried bodies everywhere. Ash snows from a lone man's fire, trying to thaw the world's ire, but hearts are bound in barbed wire. So in San Francisco, we have a public transportation system, and I was walking home, and for those of you that live in cities, probably experienced this. There's a lot of homeless people, that surround the subways and are kind of trying to get people's attention and ask for money. And I noticed that it was what I thought was snowing, which never happens here in the Bay Area. So I was like, what the heck is this? And I realized that it was actually ash from one homeless man who had lit a fire kind of in the middle of the street. And I felt like he was trying to warm people's coldness because nobody was paying attention to him. They were just walking by, minding their own business, as people typically do a lot of the time when you see a homeless person. So it felt like this just coldness where people were shutting off their hearts, and it really struck me. So I went home and I actually wrote the beginning of this song really about this story. And the second verse is, up 580 highway, pine cemeteries, charred cafes. This round home is warming every day, but we're caught up in shadow play. So again, back to the fires, this was this idea that everything, if you've ever seen it, it's crazy. It's like, literally looks like a pine cemetery. There's just these burnt trees and it looks very apocalyptic. But at the same time that all that was happening, there's still this sense of like, oh, nothing's changing, and that climate change isn't real, and it just felt like this other way that we shut our hearts to what's happening in front of us. And so the chorus, hold on, there's another way. is really this idea of creating hope where you don't see any. And there has to be another way. We can't just go on like this. We have to keep our hearts open. And so where new angels play, I was thinking about the new angels are, taken from that painting. The new angels are really all of us trying to create a better world. The next part, driving on 3rd Avenue, wild wailing bullets flew. I saw life stolen, but whose? So this was about the shooting that I witnessed. And the saddest thing about it was it wasn't covered on the news. It was just like, here's another shooting. And again, it's like we're sort of shut off from what's going on because it can be really hard to face. So the next part is really about my own journey with that I swallowed the world's screams. I tried to turn them into dreams. They flowed into my bloodstream, tore holes in my sunbeams. So, as I'm calling out all these situations, I'm also calling out myself because there's ways that I block myself out to suffering and I don't want to see it because it's too intense. So that's really the last verse is like when you can try to help, try to do something, and it feels like your piece of it isn't big enough, that can be really disheartening. So that's why that last verse is important. But then, of course, hold on, there is another way. So those are the lyrics. Thank you so much for being here again. I'm going to stop the share and go back to the chat for a second. Thank you so much, John. Thanks for being here, everybody. So I have a special thing that I wanted to share with you all, which is many of you are part of my Facebook group, my community, and have just been supporting my music for years. And as a thank you, I send out this little packet of a free welcome gift and just a thank you gift that includes these seeds, wildflower seeds. And I wanted to bring them up about New Angels because it's really about this idea of planting the seeds of something new, planting the seeds of creating something beautiful. And wildflowers are such a great, for me, a really great symbol of what can be created in, they can grow in so many different places. They show up in the desert, they show up in the cracks of concrete. And so how do we think about that in ourselves? Like if we could all plant these wildflower seeds in dark places, like what could we create together? So I actually wanted to do a little ritual with you today. And for those of you that got these in the mail, you can do it too, or if you haven't, let me know. I would love to send this to you. It's a whole little packet of things as a thank you. But I brought a pot where I'm actually going to just plant them right now. And this has some soil in it, and I thought, why not just plant them with you all here, and together we can create something. So, let's see if I can put this on here without my keyboard spazzing out. Just going to kind of sprinkle them around and put a little soil over it, maybe get the last little bits. Here's the packet. So yeah, I'm going to water this, and I'll share some photos with you all of the flowers coming up and see. I have no idea what kind of flowers, it's just a packet of all different kinds, so it'll be really cool to see what comes up. And I hope this is my little symbol of hope and creativity for you all. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I really am excited to be doing these live streams again. I was doing them a bit ago, and now I'm doing them again, and I'm going to be doing them about every 2 weeks. So thank you for being here. Please tune in again and join me on my Facebook group if you're not already on there. It's my private community where we have an amazing group of people. Many of you on here I recognize, so really excited to see you guys here too. And we have some fun together. So I'll see you in 2 weeks. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and if you're where it's raining like I am, enjoy the rain. April showers, right? Thank you so much, everybody. It was great to see you. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, John. Thank you, Mackenzie. Jeremiah. Thank you. That's so sweet. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I'll definitely share pictures of the bloom. Thank you again, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Take care.